Modern movies and pop culture have a very specific image of absinthe. This neon green liquid appears as a magical muse, a bottled shortcut to creative wonder that supposedly pulls artists into a dream world. Other portrayals are more sinister, depicting the drink as an active agent of mental corruption. Here, the liquid acts as a catalyst for madness, dragging drinkers into isolation and despair. While the aura is complex, the molecules inside the glass are straightforward. Chemical analysis reveals a profile that struggles to justify its legendary reputation. Long before artistic breakthroughs, this mixture originated in the 18th century as a functional medical treatment. This gap between the liquid's chemical simplicity and its complex reputation suggests a story hidden in the history of its consumption and the shifting needs of the people who drank it. The physical story of absinthe begins in a small Swiss town. A physician named Dr. Pierre Ordinaire combined local plants to create a medicinal tonic intended to settle stomachs and reduce fevers. The recipe relied on basic botanical ingredients: anise, various common herbs, and Artemia absinthium, better known as wormwood. For an entire century, people used this herbal mixture as a routine medicine. In this initial period, it carried no associations with Bohemia, art, or social danger. The transition from the medicine cabinet to the mainstream occurred during a 19th century military campaign, as France deployed large numbers of soldiers to North Africa. Facing regional diseases, the French military mass-issued the tonic to the troops to sanitize local drinking water and combat malaria. When the conflict ended, surviving soldiers returned home to Paris. They brought their daily battlefield survival habit with them, introducing the liquid into the civilian sphere as a routine beverage. Absinthe integrated into French society as a tool for physical survival and sanitation. At this stage, it remained a functional commodity, entirely separate from the romantic legends that would follow. Once in Paris, low production costs made the drink highly accessible. It soon flooded urban working-class neighborhoods, where it was often the most affordable option at the bar. Distilleries scaled up to meet this demand, utilizing mass-market branding to transform the military ration into a ubiquitous national commodity. The cheap price point eventually attracted Parisian Bohemian circles. Early adopters like the poet Charles Baudelaire began incorporating it into their public lives. Other creative figures followed, with writers like Paul Verlaine making the drink a central fixture of their daily routines and artistic personas. These artists utilized the beverage's famously bitter taste as a metaphor for their own experiences. They projected their internal isolation and creative struggles onto the liquid, giving it a weight it hadn't previously carried. Through this demographic, the beverage transitioned into the lifestyle symbol known as the Green Fairy. By weaving their emotional turmoil into the narrative of the drink, these artists transformed a mass-produced industrial product into a cultural phenomenon. Despite these cultural shifts, the liquid remains static. The chemical makeup of the absinthe on a Parisian café table was identical to the fever tonic mixed by the Swiss doctors decades earlier. The Bohemians weren't experiencing new hallucinatory worlds. The drink's high alcohol content simply sharpened the focus on the harsh, inescapable realities of their own era. Modern cinema often ignores this historical reality. The hyper-exaggerated lore of the Green Fairy offers a more dramatic narrative than the story of a standard botanical mixture.